Let's talk about a habit. A simple habit that if you stick with it for just 1 year, could genuinely reshape your entire life. It sounds like a big promise, I know, but today we're going to break down exactly what happens when you commit to it.
So what's the magic number? 52. 52 books. That's a whole new world, a brand new set of ideas every single week.
And yeah, the goal is to do this in just 12 months. Now, that might sound totally impossible, but what if the real challenge isn't the number itself, but just how we think about what we're capable of?
So this is the big question, right? What really happens when you do this? We're going way beyond that generic idea of, oh, reading is good for you. We're going to get into the nitty-gritty, the specific, tangible ways this can change your life.
Honestly, think of it less like a habit and more like a total system upgrade for you as a person. We're going to look at this in 3 stages. First, we'll dive into what's happening inside your brain. Then, we'll see how that shows up in your actual life. And finally, the big one, how it can rebuild the way you see yourself. Okay, first things first. Let's look under the hood. What is actually going on inside your head when you make reading a daily practice? You know, in our world of endless notifications and 15-second clips, just sitting down with a book for 30 or 45 minutes is, well, it's a revolutionary act. It literally rebuilds your brain's ability to focus. Then you start to think more clearly, you can follow complicated ideas from start to finish, and of course, your memory gets a fantastic workout, strengthening those pathways that help you connect the dots. But something even deeper starts to happen. See, every book is basically a masterclass in organized thought. And after you've consumed 52 of those, your own brain starts to copy that structure. You go from seeing life as just a bunch of random things happening to actually recognizing the patterns underneath it all. And that, my friends, is a superpower.
Okay, so your brain's getting a major tune-up. Awesome. But how does that internal upgrade actually show up in the real world? Let's talk about the results you can actually see and feel.
Now, obviously, what you read is going to make a huge difference. And look, this isn't some rigid prescription, but it's a pretty realistic, balanced way to think about your reading year. You got a good chunk for your career, some to help you understand people, some for your health, and of course, a slice just to expand your mind. It makes the whole thing feel way more doable.
And when you read a mix like that, this is what happens. Those career books, they give you a real, tangible edge. The health books, they help you build sustainable systems, not just chase the latest fad. The psychology books make you a better friend, a better partner. And biographies, they just pull you right out of your own little world and give you some much-needed perspective. All right, this next part, this is where things get really deep. This change is the most powerful one. It's not just about what you know or what you can do. It's about who you actually become. This, right here, is the biggest shift of all. You stop being someone who wants to improve, and you just become a reader, a learner. It's a fundamental change in your identity. And that identity isn't based on some flimsy motivation that disappears next week. It's built on the quiet confidence of a daily practice. And hey, just to put one book a week into perspective, check out this quote from the late author Dr. Ibrahim Al-Fiqi. He felt his pace of 7 books a week was slow. Now, the point isn't to intimidate you, not at all. It's to completely reframe the goal. 1 book a week isn't some crazy extreme thing. It's a powerful and totally achievable starting point. Okay, so I'm hoping you're sold on the why by now, but what about the how? Let's break down a super practical system that makes this whole thing possible.
And this is the absolute key. Motivation is a feeling. It comes, it goes. You can't rely on it. A system is something you can lean on every single day, whether you feel like it or not.
So here it is, your 4-step system. It's so simple. First, choose the right books. Start with easy wins, short, interesting stuff. Don't try to tackle some 1,000-page classic on day 1. Second, set a daily goal. Just aim for 30 pages, or maybe 45 minutes, and link it to something you already do, like your morning coffee. Third, and this is huge, remove friction. Make reading the easiest possible choice. Put the book on your pillow, delete that distracting app. And finally, step 4, capture and use. Just take a few notes and ask yourself one simple question. How am I going to use one idea from this book today?
And seriously, don't skip that last step, because just reading, just taking in information, that doesn't change anything. It's just data. Transformation happens when you take an idea off the page and you put it to work in your own life. That's the whole game.
So let's just pull it all together. What happens after a year of this? Well, it starts inside.
Your brain gets sharper, you think more clearly. That clarity leads to you making smarter decisions in your life, your career, everywhere. And the end result? Your entire world just gets bigger.
You know, this entire transformation we just walked through, it doesn't start with some huge, complicated plan. It starts with one single action. It's not about finding more time. It's about making one small choice. So the only question left, really, is this one. What book are you going to open?